Hi guys, I wanted to come to you today with my first Wax Empties for the new decade, and Charlie's here and he wants to say hi. Yeah, he wants to say hi. He was in the video yesterday. I shot this video yesterday and I screwed it up, but here's Charlie and he's doing really good. We figured out some things with him and he's doing better than he's done in a long time. He's a new kitty cat, so at 17. So he's doing really good. I love you, bud. Yeah. Go play somewhere. Now I have cat hair all over me but anyways. Hi, bud. Yeah. Okay. So back to this. I have some wax. I have a ton of wax. I have a room spray and I also have 2 candles. So, most of this is from, let me get the 2 out of the way that I didn't use as, for Ramona's, challenge. And I did these, I think I filmed my thing a little early last month in December. And it was a couple of days into, January before I figured out Ramona was doing this, so I melted 2 things that I'm pretty sure was in December or the beginning of January before I started the challenge. And one of them, I finished off my exotic amber woods, which I absolutely love this stuff. It's like pumpkin wreath that they had at Yankee Candle at one time. I think they discontinued it, but it is amazing. Walmart discontinued this one, and I absolutely love it. If they ever bring it back, I am stocking up because I absolutely love that one. And then the other one was Ice Lemon Pound Cake. But I could have used this during the challenge, but I had already used, I think there was only two wax melts in it left. So that's what I did. So for the wax challenge, let me just go through some of the things that I used up. So for the apple day, I used the green apple explosion, and I also used one of my Yankee Candle white chocolate apple tarts. So I had this one in my bedroom and this one in the kitchen, and you know I love this one. The green apple explosion was awesome as well, so love that. From Rainbow Melts, I used up Plum Good. I think this was just a big square in there, and I cut it in half. I put it in both ends of the house. I used it for the letter P day, and it's Plum Good. So I had this. It was purple. It was good. I liked it, so no problems with that. Rainbow Melts, I went through pink sugar, peppermint, and sweet lavender, and I could have used this on peppermint or lavender day, so I used it on the peppermint day, and it was really good. I think this one was in my kitchen, and it was really good, and I could smell it, so I loved that one. Rainbow Melt Resort Spa, I used this one on the, I think it was spa day or something to that. So I used that. I loved that one. I also used up Spa Retreat from Wilma's shop. And I don't know, I think this one, it had some scent, but after a while it went away. So I threw another one in there that it's still in there, and I used part of it. So I used up Spring is in the Air for the, I think this was the fresh cut grass. It was either laundry or fresh cut grass. I can't remember what day I used this one on, but this was good. I don't usually like laundry or fresh cut grass. I figured that out during this deal, and I knew laundry I didn't really like, but yeah, it was good, and I actually liked this one, so that was a plus. And there's one here, there's another laundry that I actually liked, and I'll explain that later. For the letter J day, I used Juliet's Submarine. This is from Vintage Chic. It was a rose, and I love this. It smelled really good. Spring Green from Hayden Rowe. This is one from the Grass or Vine Day, and this is one that I figured out that I did not like it. I used this one for the other one. It's not, I realize it's a flower, but it smelled the most like grass or a vine, and it's Sensational's Moon Garden. And I only used 2 of them, and I've got cat hair on me. I learned with these 2 scents, I do not like grass or whatever. This one I ended up blending with 2 vanilla things just to get it calmed down because it was way too much for me. So I don't know what I'm going to do with the rest of this one, and this one's gone. For Lavender Day, I used Lavender Apricot, and I could not smell this. This was very light, so I just used it all up and went on. And that's what I am doing with things. If I can't smell them, I use them up. I melt them for a little while. If I can't get any scent out of them, I dump them out and I go on with something else. And I'm getting through some of my wax just because of that, because it doesn't smell, it doesn't throw that strong. So I may get through a lot of my wax faster just because I've let it set too long and it's really not throwing. This one, green tea from the Country Lane Keepsakes. It says super strong. I got this from a subscriber, and let me tell you something, it was super strong. And I don't know when I got this from my subscriber, but it's been a year or so, and they said that then, and it was still strong now. So this one was a really good one, and it held its scent, trust me. And it didn't stink. It wasn't like it was a bit much, but it smelled good. It wasn't like this nonsense right here. I didn't even think about mixing anything with it. I went through Super Tarts Dr. Doom. This may have been one at the beginning of the month too, because I don't remember what that day that would have been on. For a green day, I think it was, I used Mint Mojito. And this is one, I've used this before from Hayden Rowe. I had like a little bar of it, and it smelled so good and so true to a mint mojito. This one had lost, it was a little duck, I think, and it had lost its scent. So I just had it in there for a little while and let it go. And then I had another sample from Hayden Rowe, and it's the lime cotton candy. And this one still had its scent, and they were both from around the same time, and it still smelled amazing. So this one was in there for quite some time, so I love that. This one is from the Bunny Sisters, and it is Satsuma Strawberry. And this was on the strawberry day, and I used it with the strawberry vanilla. This is again in my February wax challenge, but I had to blend these 2 together when I put the one, it was just one piece, and I had to blend it with this because I don't like Satsuma. I don't like grapefruit scents. That is a thing that I know, and so I just wanted to use this up. I didn't want to throw it away. I didn't want to waste it. So I just blended it with this. This calmed it down, and I was able to get through it. And it still was a very strong scent. And then this one, there was an eggnog day, and there's a theory on that. But I went through turbinado and cream, and this was a candle. This was several little candles that I chopped them up and put them in this bag. I could not smell this. In the bag, it smelled the closest to eggnog, but when I melted it, it really didn't have any scent, so I just threw it all in the melter and got rid of it, and that's done. But when I went back, at first when I did this challenge, I just went through all of my Walmart wax, and then I watched Ramona and Angela from My Clothes Smell Like Candles, and they had gotten in their vendor wax, and so I finally sat down and went through my vendor wax, and that's when I changed a bunch of this up, so that's why the vendor wax got in there. And I had already done the eggnog day, which was the turbinado cream. And I found later this, I actually had an eggnog. I did not know it. And it's the vanilla eggnog from Colonial Candle. And I think this one was just sitting with like the vanilla stuff like that. And I just pulled that out. And it was the only thing I knew. This was in the vendor wax. It shouldn't have been in the vendor wax, but it was. This vanilla eggnog was so amazing. It's the last one I had. I put it in after work and it was so strong. It smells so good that rarely do I do this, but I changed the melter from the kitchen to my bedroom and I melted it overnight because it still had a strong scent to it. I did not want to waste it. I knew this was the last one, so I wanted to get every bit out of it. So I did that through the night, and I turned it off the next morning and before I went to work, and I got my money's worth out of that one. Absolutely loved it. The L3 Waxy Wonders, I went through Paris Amour Bailage, and this was pretty good. I don't think I'm the biggest fan, but it wasn't anything that was just, it reminds me of hair. I think that's kind of what it's supposed to remind you, like the bailage, but that's what it reminds me of, like a shampoo or something. And so this was okay. It's not one of my favorite, but I liked it. Then, let me tell you about this mess right here. So I went through a sea salted sage from Better Homes and Garden. I went through this whole pack. I put 2 of them in my kitchen, couldn't smell it. I put 2 more in there. I couldn't smell, I just dumped the whole thing in there and could not smell this. So I just let it go that night and was done with it. But in my bedroom, I had the Destination Wax White Sage. And this is one of my oldest vendor wax, and this still had a scent and it was very strong. So I absolutely loved it. Where the Walmart, I got this like a month or so ago because I wanted to know what it was like, and I had no scent in it. So that's worthless. I will not buy that again. Another one that I went through, Destination Wax, I went through the pink peppermint. This was okay. It wasn't my favorite peppermint. It was a different peppermint for me, so I really didn't like it. Whereas with Rainbow Melts, I liked that peppermint that was in it. For the tea day, I went through the iced tea from BZ Tarts, and I had 2 of these. I still have another one in here. But I only had to go through one of these. I cut it in half, and I used half in my bedroom and half in the kitchen. It was very strong, and I loved it. So that was very good. Rainbow Melts, I went through Miami Fizz and Fizzy Volcano for my, I think it was, I'm not real sure. Was it Ginger Ale Day or something like that? But I used these both in the same day. So, because I think the Fizzy Day was at the beginning of the month, and then Ginger Ale was down in the other part of the month, and I used these 2 that day, 1 in each room, 1 in my bedroom, 1 in the kitchen, and I loved them. Rainbow Melts, they always smell. So for the pear day, I used this white tea pear fizz, and I really liked this one. It smelled really good. Where did I have this? I had this one in my bedroom, and I melted this one in the kitchen, and this one I could not smell. This one smelled amazing. I know this doesn't say pear on it, but it smells just like pear. When you smell it, it smells like a canned pear, and I don't like that scent, but you couldn't smell it anyways, and I still have 4 of them, so I'll probably put it in with something to blend it to knock it down. I went through Rainbow Melts Lavender Lemonade Fizz. This was freaking amazing. I went through this on the lemon day and absolutely loved it. It was amazing. So, love that. Then for the Walmart wax that I went through, other than the ones I've shown you, this one is one of my favorites from this year. I can't find it anymore, but it is the Iridescent, and it's spearmint and vanilla woods. I love the picture. I love the scent of it. It's just amazing. So, yeah, I will get more if I find these, but this one is a really good one, and I love the picture that's on it. It's just so cool. So, I love that one. This one was from several years ago, a favorite of mine. Last year, for some reason, my stomach must have been upset or something. I could not stand this, but I knew not to get rid of this stuff because when my stomach gets upset or doesn't like a scent for a while, I know it'll come back around, and it did because I absolutely love this scent again this year, and it's Moonlit Magic Pumpkin, and it used to have black wax in it, and this is absolutely amazing, and I I can never exactly explain to you what it smells like, but it is a good smell and I love it. And I think I have a candle. Yeah, I have a candle of it right here that I will melt down and use. And of course, I got it too close to some wax somewhere. So I went through the sugar cookie from the Halloween collection at Walmart. And this was a really pretty purple color, but I could not smell this to save my life. So if that came out again, I probably wouldn't get it, but I had 3 cubes of this one left. I got through it, and it is the spiced pumpkin pie with the 50-cent sticker on it. So I got through that. I absolutely love that one. It was for the pie and cobbler day. For the cranberry day, I used the cranberry cookie crumble. And I absolutely love this, and I still have quite a few of these left in stock, but I was able to get through one. Oh, it smells so good. Then I think it was Christmas tree day or something, and I went through the cypress and frankincense, and this I absolutely love, and I definitely would get this again. I didn't think I would be that enthusiastic about it when I bought it, but I love it. And here's the one I used for the laundry day. I had a friend who used to buy clean cotton from Yankee Candle, and she overdid it. So to this day, I still cannot stand that smell. Right here, it smells just like that clean cotton, but I thought I was going to have to mix this with something, but I didn't. I actually liked this, the way it smelled once it was going. It didn't smell like that clean cotton, but right here it does smell like that clean cotton, and it makes my stomach just churn when I smell that. And then I went through a room spray from Bath & Body Works. I have been using on this forever and a day, and it is the Marshmallow Fireside, and I finally used up every bit of it because I can't even hear it rattling in there anymore. And now I have opened a Sparkling Pear Riesling. It doesn't smell as good as this one. I absolutely love this one. So I'm just trying to get through things that I have around here, so that's what I did. And then I have a candle challenge going. I'm trying to get through 12 candles this year, and I've already gotten through 2 candles in January, and one of them is Angel Wings. And this one I couldn't really smell except for when I got over it, and it really wasn't that strong. I got it down to the point that it's in the to the metal part, and it doesn't, that's how much wax is still left in it. So I was like, you know what, just move on to the next one. They were pretty clean, but for some reason they don't always, I only have like 3 or 4 hours after work that I can melt these. So I usually have to get a knife to get it off the side of the deal. So that's why a lot of that is in there. But I just wish this had more smell to it. And then this one I didn't put in my 12 candles, but I pulled it out because I found it. And because I went through this one so fast, I was like, I need to put another one in there. I don't know what I want to do. So I put this Yankee Candle Garden Party in there, and I got this from Marshall's. And this usually smells like cupcake and birthday cake. I'm not going to open this again because I did it twice yesterday, and it doesn't smell like birthday cake anymore. It smells like soot. So I'm not going to do that again. I learned. Because I just watched the video again, and I was like, you don't learn, do you? But I did this time. This one did get all the way down to the metal again, and it's way past the metal, and there's a lot more wax out of it. And the same thing I did with it. I just had to move the wax out of the way with a knife. I found my other hurricane that is closer to the sides of this. I had a bigger hurricane on these, so I'm hoping that I'm melting my berry trifle in there right now. I love that thing, and hopefully it will go down more regular, and I won't have to get the knife in there and move the wax over to where it will melt, so it just won't tunnel down. So, but I got through that. So That's the end of my empties. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you'd like to subscribe, please do. I'd love to have you here. And I will see you guys in my next video. Have a good day. Bye.